Barcelona were building the game in the middle third with back three. Barca's right back was inverted and playing as a wide centre back, and his position was in the half space zone. And Barca's left back was providing width by staying high and wide in the wide zone. So Barca had two defenders operating in the half space zone and one in the central zone. Real Madrid were playing in a 4-2-3-1 formation in open play. In open play, Real Madrid's front line was of sole man, so Real Madrid's front man was 3v1 down against Barca's back three. Both Real Madrid wingers were dropping in and joining Real Madrid's second line. Real Madrid's front man was positioned in the central zone, so he could only put pressure on Barca's central defender. So with Real Madrid's front man central and Real Madrid's winger operating deep, Barca's wide back could easily drive into the half space zone. And when Barca's wide backs were bringing the ball forward, Real Madrid's winger were not pressing but were dropping back. So Barca's wide backs were often bringing the ball easily from the build-up phase to penetrate phase. As I said, Barca's left back was operating high and wide. With Barca's left back operating high and wide, Barca had two players in the wide zone. So when Barca's wide back was coming forward with the ball, Barca's winger was dropping into the midfield. With Barca's winger dropping into the half space zone, Real Madrid's fullback was being forced to track back Barca's winger. With Real Madrid's fullback tracking back, space was being created in the wide zone. Because Barca's left back was operating high and wide in the build-up phase, he could easily use the space that was being created. As I told you, Real Madrid was defending in a 4-2-3-1 formation in open play. Real Madrid's right winger was mostly not pressing Barca's wide back, and the reason was that Barca's left back was operating high. But on the right hand side, the situation was different. As we discussed, Barca's right back was inverted and playing in the half space, so Real Madrid's left winger was given the role to the press Barca's right back in open play. So when Madrid's winger was trying to press Barca's right wide back, the right hand side was completely open, and when this scenario was happening, Barca's attacking midfielder Gavi was drifting wide from the center. Real Madrid's defensive midfielder were trying to drift wide, but Barca's striker was stopping in midfield to receive the ball. So if both the Real Madrid's defensive midfielder were drifting wide, then Barca's striker had the opportunity to receive the ball easily. So Real Madrid's defensive midfielder was not drifting much wide, and Barca's attacking midfielder could receive the ball by drifting wide. And when Barca's attacking midfielder was receiving the ball in the half space zone, then there was no pressure on him and he could drive the ball into the half space. Because Barca's right winger was operating wide, so when Barca's attacking midfielder used to take the ball in the final third and move forward, then Real Madrid's fullback was facing a 2 versus 1 situation. And when Real Madrid's fullback was trying to press Barca's winger, space was being created between Real Madrid's central defender and fullback, and Barca's attacking midfielder was ready to underlap. And when he got the through balls, Real Madrid's defensive midfielder was not able to track back and crosses were coming from byline. In open play, Barca was using sole pivot and two attacking midfielders. According to the situation, Barca's attacking midfielder was dropping in, so Barca was also playing in double pivot system. Real Madrid had 4-2-3-1 formation in open play. Barca's pivot was getting overshadowed by Real Madrid's attacking midfielder, and Barca's attacking midfielders were getting marked by Real Madrid's defensive midfielders. You can see here that Barca was 5v3 down in midfield. On the other hand, Real Madrid's midfield was a bit compact, and due to the overload in the midfield, Barca was unable to build a game from the center. On the other hand, Barca striker was stopping into the midfield. Barca striker was stopping into the central zone and was unable to receive the vertical passes due to the Real Madrid's compact shape. But instead of dropping into the central zone, Barca striker was dropping into the wide zone. The advantage of Barca striker dropping in wide was that he could receive the ball in the half space by avoiding Real Madrid's compact shape. And on the other hand, due to the Barca striker drifting wide, Real Madrid's defensive midfielder was 2v1. So if Real Madrid's defensive midfielder marked Barca's attacking midfielder, then Barca striker will be able to receive the ball easily. Now let's discuss why Real Madrid's right flank failed. Barca was building the game in back three in open play. Look at the position of Real Madrid's right winger and left winger. When the game was building in open play, Real Madrid's right winger was operating deep and was joining Real Madrid's third line. Due to Real Madrid's right winger operating deep, Barca's right wide back was easily taking the ball forward in the half space. Real Madrid's right winger had to defend deep because Barca's left winger was moving in the half space. But I will tell you why this was happening. Barca was using two attacking midfielder. Both the midfielder of Barca were very high, so it was very important to mark them, and they were being marked by Real Madrid's defensive midfielder. So when Barca's winger was dropping into the midfield, there was no Real Madrid defensive midfielder available to mark him. So when Barca's winger was dropping into the midfield, Real Madrid's winger had to operate deep to mark him. When the ball moves from right to left, the speed of all players is different. Barca's attacking midfielder was split. Due to the split play of Barca's attacking midfielders, Real Madrid's defensive midfielder also had to play speed. Now in this scenario, Barca's attacking midfielder is drifting wide. So to cover them, Real Madrid's defensive midfielder also drifted wide. So a huge space was created between Real Madrid's defensive midfielder and as we discussed, Barca's striker was stopping in midfield. So when Barca's fullback passed the ball to Barca's striker easily received the ball. No Real Madrid player was marking Barca's striker. So Real Madrid's central midfielder was forced to press Barca's striker. Due to the pressing of Real Madrid's central defender, a hole was created in the defense line. Lewandowski's first time pass and Lamine Yamal goes in behind the defense and Barca scores the first goal. If you like such videos, then follow my channel. Check my playlist in which I have kept videos of tactical analysis of Barca and Real Madrid. If you have seen the video till here, then you must have liked the video. As a tactical analyst, I do analysis of all the teams. If you like any other team, then I do the analysis of all the teams. Don't forget to like, share the video and subscribe to my channel.